So this is the movie that officially kills the MCU. I think I'm more disappointed in the fact that I saw a lot of people saying this is the final nail to the coffin of the MCU, how this is the worst movie they've released, how it was such a financial disaster for Disney to release it, and it has nothing to show for it. And after watching the film like weeks ago, sorry about the delay, I felt more disappointed the fact that it wasn't even that bad. It was just an average Marvel movie at best. The plot is simple. It's basically, hey, Isaiah from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show is brainwashed by someone to assassinate the president, and there's hidden secrets with the president, and there's this whole new villain where he was teased in The Incredible Hulk from 2008. That's the thing about this movie. A lot of the elements from this movie is elements that you have to watch The Incredible Hulk movie from 2008. The only character that stayed throughout the MCU was Ross, and now he's played by Harrison Ford. I gotta give credit, Harrison Ford is acting his best. He's actually trying for this movie, which is something I would never see. Don't get me wrong, Harrison Ford's not a bad actor, but you know, he doesn't give a fuck about these nerdy blockbuster shit. Why the fuck would he try for an MCU movie? It's just an easy paycheck. I did like his character a bit, even though it's just basic general president guy. I do like Anthony Mackie. He's pretty charismatic. He's pretty nice. Still gonna be kind of hard to top Chris Evans, but hey, he's getting there. I feel like the new Hawkeye's alright. He's not a bad character. He wasn't a character that stood out that much, but we'll see where it goes. I think the one character I do find kind of confusing is, fuck, I don't even know her name because that's how forgettable she is, but it was the reason why this movie had controversy. Her name is Sabro, and it was just a strange inclusion, and I felt like there was more scenes that she was involved because, well, why the fuck is she here if she barely does anything? I think my issue with it is it was kind of edited weird. I feel like scenes that were supposed to be there were just cut out, so it makes absolutely no sense for why this character is doing this. This movie has weird issues because a year prior they had McDonald's toys released. They had toys for a character that's not even in the movie. It's just a strange development behind the scenes. I don't know the full context of it. I don't know. No one has truly came out. I'll take their word for it that there wasn't that many reshoots and it wasn't 400 billion trillion gazillion dollars to make. For a movie that's tackling American politics, it doesn't really have that much of a message to deliver. I don't know why I'm comparing it to this, but a lot of people had the same issues with the movie Civil War. I recently watched that movie. Really good directing, really good cinematography. A lot of people had issue that it didn't really take a stance, but I feel like that's the same way I feel about this movie. You could talk about anything with any messaging and you could kind of be broad about it because it's superheroes. The villain was pretty dumb. He was pretty dumb. He looks stupid. He looks like a fucking tumor on my penis. There's an issue that I have with a character like this. You can't have a character that's too smart, who's like, oh, I had an 85% percentage that you would shit yourself tomorrow at Chipotle, or I have a 95% chance that I would gonna win this battle. Because you can't introduce a character that's smarter than the writer. You can't write a character that's so smart they could predict something that's so specific that it just sounds ridiculous at that point. Because with a writing hack like this, you could basically say, hey, this out of nowhere thing, yeah, they could predict it. I think the worst part of it is Red Hulk. And not because it's a bad idea, it's because it was a well executed idea that should have been a secret, and the movie was building him up as a secret reveal, like holy shit, Red Hulk is in the movie. But you can't do that when I'm watching the movie and there's someone with a Red Hulk popcorn bucket right next to me. I feel like it would have been cool to have the idea of Red Hulk be a secret, like shh, nobody tell that this guy is gonna be in it, that Harrison Ford is gonna turn into the fucking Hulk. Isn't that cool? And they could have marketed the leader better, maybe kept his original design from the concept art because he actually looks decent and not look like this, like gonorrhea as a person. Or maybe work on something else. Why work a Hulk story into a Captain America movie? I agree with everyone else. That is kind of ridiculous. But yet again, I find it okay, I guess. The movie wasn't terrible. I think everyone is making a whole big deal out of it. What? Social media overreacting about something? No way. There are some other issues that I have. CGI is a little funky. I do think it's kind of being an issue that they're using blue screen for almost every location now. There's a scene near the end where it's taking place outside of a hospital, and I was so confused why the background was blurry. Like, it wasn't like it was focused on Sam Wilson. Like, everything around him was focused except the background. And I thought, okay, maybe it's a camera work. But then it got even more blurry, and I thought it was my eyes because I wear glasses now. Like, holy shit, I'm smart now. Holy crap, Lois. But I legitimately thought it was my eyesight going wrong. But no, it was the scene itself that's blurry. They added a Gaussian blur effect to the background because it's all fucking blue screen. They didn't even go outside a building for that shit. And the pink blossom trees, it looked fine. Red Hulk actually looked pretty good. It's just the background itself looked like I was loading in like a PS2 game, and then you have the Hulk there that looks like he's coming out of a PS5. But whatever, I guess stop treating animators and CGI art as bad. I don't know, stop rushing movies to come out in a year. That's really all I have to say about this movie. I would give it like a 6. I didn't hate it, I didn't like it. I was more disappointed that it was in a terrible mess. And the moral of the story is, my favorite scene was when Sam Wilson was like, hey, how are we gonna destroy them? And Harrison Ford was like, 15 billion to Israel, please.
The working ways.